Hi, second grade. Today we're going to be making a kite picture, and it's going to be a three-dimensional kite picture. So you need a background paper. I'm using blue for the sky, and you just need this paper to be bigger than your kite paper, which is white, which needs to be in a square. So mine is 9 inches by 9 inches. So I have a big square. If you have a little piece of string or yarn, a little piece of paper in a different color, can be any color you want. And then I'm going to be using some cardboard to make my picture be 3D. If you don't have any cardboard, you can use bottle caps, other kinds of lids. You just need something to put behind your kite, and glue and scissors, and something to color with. So we have a lot of supplies today. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is fold my square piece of white paper corner to corner, like that. And then again, corner to corner. So we folded it in half twice, once this way and once this way. And then when you unfold it, you're going to have your 4 sections of your kite. So then you need to think about how are you going to decorate your kite. So I just have some, actually I'm going to use my chalk pastels, which you probably do not have at home. But you can use marker, crayon, colored pencil, paint, whatever you want to use. Just if you use paint, you're going to have to let it dry. All right, so I'm just going to do some color patches with my chalk. Now I like to use this because you can blend it together and you can blend it with your fingers. Let's see, this is purple. All right, so you might have to pause the video for a little while you decorate your kite. Okay, so now I have my color patches on my kite, and I'm just going to use my finger to blend it all in. I don't know if sidewalk chalk would work for this or not. I never tried it with sidewalk chalk, but if you have sidewalk chalk, you could try it as an experiment. So the only thing about this is it is kind of messy. Your fingers get messy, but that's the fun part about art. You can get messy and it doesn't really matter. All right, just give me a second to dump off the extra chalk. I'm just wiping my fingers off and an extra piece of paper. Okay. So now I have my kite colored. I'm going to glue some cardboard pieces underneath to make it stand out. So I'm probably going to have to do some under each corner. So like if you had 4 bottle caps, you could use 4 bottle caps. So I'm going to use, I made 4 rectangles, and I'm going to cut those each into 3 pieces. And then I'm going to stack them and glue them together. And that way I can put 1 stack under each corner. Now I'm going to use my liquid glue today for this. So let's see, put the kite over here. Here's my first stack. Put a little glue. Put it on, put another little glue, put it on, set that over there, do the next one. Oops. All right, so 4 cardboard sandwiches. All right, now I'm going to put my kite back on just to make sure that I have them where I want them. And I think the top of my kite's going to go off the paper a little bit, but that's fine. All right, so once I know where I want them, I'm going to put a little glue on the bottom and a little glue on the top of each one. Now, liquid glue takes longer to dry than glue sticks. So once you glue this on, you're not going to want to move it around. So you don't want to pick it up, in other words. All right, and then I think I'm going to use a little piece of tape for this part instead of glue. So if you have some tape, it's probably easier. I'm going to put my piece of yarn onto the tape, and then I'm going to stick it to the bottom of my kites. All right, and then to make it look, that can even hang off the bottom too. To make it look more like a kite, I'm going to cut some triangles out of this extra piece of paper that I had. And they're going to get attached to the kite string, which is the yellow piece of yarn. So I don't know if you've ever seen a kite like this, but all right, so I'm going to put some glue right over top of the yarn. And then I'm going to kind of stick my paper triangles right into that glue. And the glue dries clear, so it doesn't matter if there's glue showing, because it will dry clear. Alright, and then for this part that's hanging off, again, I think I'm going to use tape instead of glue. I just think it would be easier. So I lay my tape down, the sticky side is facing up. I'm going to put the yarn on there, and then I'm going to stick on the triangles. And then I'll need to go in there with my scissors and cut off that tape that you can see. And if a little bit shows, that's okay. Oops, pulled it right out of the glue. Well, don't do what I did. Pulled my string right out of the glue. I guess maybe you have to wait till it's dry before you trim your tape, so you don't pull it out of the glue. Okay. So now there is the finished 3D kite picture. So once it's all dry, you can hang it up and it will look 3D because we put those cardboard pieces underneath it. And then you can decorate, if you want to decorate the background, you can. You can do whatever you want to make it how you like it. You could decorate these little triangles if you wanted to. All right. So that's it for our 3D kite, and I will see you next time.